Good questions all around. And here's me with naturally white hair. You know, I thought that her white hair just dyed. But why is it actually white? This makes no sense. That baby sure is a cutie. Huh, I know it's you. I was just kidding. Why does she have naturally white hair? That's very weird. Like, you'd expect her to have, like, darker hair, like maybe brown or, like, black, you know, because genetics, that's how that works. The computer monitor is on. So let's go left to right. When I touch the red icon, the screen displays this message: things to remember. Don't pig out on chocolates. Shave and brush teeth before meeting Ashley. When I touch the green icon, the screen displays this message: Bill, trace is finally complete. And it's all thanks to you. You are a true friend. From the beginning, you've always supported my research and me. When Sayoko passed away, leaving Ashley and me alone, I thought I'd never get back on my feet. But your words gave me a reason to live. You said, Richard? Sayoko gave her life for this research. The only way to honor her sacrifice is by finishing Trace. I know she would have wanted it that way. Your words struck a chord in me, and I left Ashley with Jessica, and came to this island to continue my work as you instructed me. Your generosity knew no bounds, and for that I'm grateful. I closed off contact with the rest of the world as you requested, and I spent the next 10 years working on Trace. Today I completed Trace. You've played such a huge role in its creation. I want you to be there when I activate it. I also would like to ask you the question I couldn't ask you all those years ago. Okay. When I touch the yellow icon, the screen displays this message: Dear Sayoko. I don't know if you can read this wherever you are, but I hope so. Trace is finally finished. I set up all the codes. It will activate fully when Ashley comes here with her DTS. I always pictured this moment differently in my head. I thought you'd be here with me. It seems like another lifetime when our research on memory began. It's a blur of coffee-soaked late nights in the government lab. Remember when we stumbled across the technology for creating false memories? And then when we realized we were in love, another happy discovery. That time was full of happiness. We were married, and then you discovered you were pregnant. At the same time, we finished the Trace theory. Then came Ashley. The day she was born, you held her, smiled at me, and said, Richard, for our baby's sake, let's stop this research. Always an excellent judge of people, you already knew that Trace would be used for the wrong reasons by upper management. So that's why we sealed our findings in the security box and hid it in our house without the lab's permission. We turned in a false report that said there was a huge error in the Trace theory to throw them off our track. And then we thought the project was over. You quit the research lab and started a new job as a mother. And everything was going well. But then, that horrible night, sometimes it seems like just a bad dream. You, covered in blood, drawing your last breath in my arms. When I lost you, it felt like I had lost a part of myself. Even now that I finished our life's work, Trace, this moment is still bittersweet. Sayoko. When I meet with Ashley, where should I start? She probably won't even remember what I look like. Do you think she could forgive me for being such a selfish person? I don't think I would if I were her. I hope she'll accept the birthday present I have for her. I've been saving it for 11 years now. What birthday present? Alright. That must be it. What must be it? When I touch the blue icon, the screen displays this message. Additional information about DTS. To replay the existing memory, you need the DTS and the codes. The first code is stored in white, the second code is stored in red. Additional code. Found in the other code. Alright. I think we should look around this room a little bit more. Really? There's more to this room? I mean, I guess I didn't find the red card. Wait a minute. The white card was stored in the other picture. Could the red card be in this one? look at the frame. Second from the left is Sayako. No, I didn't want to look at Sayako. I wanted to look at the frame itself, which I can't do. Could it be in the bear? There's a teddy bear. I remember it from before. It's the birthday present Dad didn't give me 11 years ago. I have to find him. Ashley, come take a look at this. What is it? Teddy bear's been wounded. Huh? Oh, I get it. The back of the teddy bear is slashed open. And there's the red card. Inside the teddy bear, something is hidden. It's a DTS card. I got the card. I'm gonna put this card in the DTS and see what it says. Card number 992, code Sayako. This DTS card contains the second trace protocol activation code. Place DTS on the main trace unit to display activation icon. Okay, this is the activation card, but where is Trace? Okay, so I have both cards now. Sick. Now am I allowed to move forward? Yes, I am. It looks like there's another lab in the back. I can't believe this is part of the mansion. This is, yeah, very interesting. There was something I was wondering. It kind of reminds me of Resident Evil, actually. Because you start off in a batshit weird mansion filled with dumb puzzles, and then you enter a lab by the end. There was something I was wondering about your father. What's that? I know your father was devoted to his work, but I don't understand, why did he leave you all alone these years? Maybe he was trying to get over his grief by working. It just doesn't make sense to leave your only child. I don't really understand it. The only way I can explain is that he must have needed that time to be alone. What was that? Oh, it's just nothing. I feel really nervous, D. It'll be alright. Don't worry. Let's go in. It's a keypad to open the door. Let's see, what's the right code? The first one was like Ash. I think it's like 857. Then completing her name. And then it's Sai 919 Oko. Error. Then what was... Okay, maybe it wasn't 857. I know it's 850 something. Let's just try some numbers. 853. There we go. Got it. It was just that one digit. Hey, it's him. There he is. It's open. What's that inside the room? That's what we call a man? In the back of the lab, that man stands waiting for me. Hello, Ashley. Hi. This is Trace. It doesn't look like I pictured. This is the reason I had to leave you with Jessica. This is Sayoko's and my life work. Okay. I know the truth now. What do you mean? I know that you're my father. I'm very happy. The man I saw in the lounge wasn't who I thought he was. Ashley? He attacked Jessica, didn't he? Yes. So, he must be Bill. Yes, he's Bill Edward. So that must mean that Bill is the owner of this... Yes, he's the last of the Edwards. Okay. Oh, no. Why did he pretend to be you? He discovered that to activate the second trace protocol, he needed you and your DTS. Where is he now? I don't know. Okay. Why were you in the safe room? I have no idea. I woke up there. I don't understand what's going on at all. I thought everything would become clear when I met you, but now I'm more confused than I was before. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. That won't help. I know. But that's the only thing I can do right now. Please, just don't. Here's what I remember, Ashley. I finished Trace, Bill came over to see me. The next thing I remember, I woke up in that room with you. But what happened after you saw Bill? I really don't know. I could have been out for a minute or a few days. I don't know what happened here while I was unconscious. But... and after that, you showed up and asked me about your mother. Then what happened? I was shocked by a sudden memory. What was it? What? Ashley? Yeah? There's something I need you to do for me. Only you can do it. What is it? Ashley? I need you to activate Trace and verify the truth of my memory. You want me to verify the truth of your memory? I don't get what you're talking about. Listen to me carefully, Ashley. I had an awful memory about the night your mother was killed. What was it? Well, if this memory really did happen, I've done something unforgivable, and I've got no right to be your dad. What do you mean if? I need to verify it. I need to know if my memory about Sayako is a manipulated memory or not. What do you mean by a manipulated memory? Even though on its own, memory is fragile. It crumbles in the face of time. But next to Trace, memories don't stand a chance. Trace can implant false memories that replace the real ones. That sounds like it would hurt. Why would anyone do that? Sayako and I developed Trace to help people with painful memories. War veterans, trauma victims, the mentally ill. We thought that they'd have a chance at happiness if Trace could erase the pain. But I know what you're gonna say. Trace is very powerful. If it fell in the wrong hands, terrible things could happen. Did Bill use Trace to manipulate your memory? Maybe. When Bill came to visit me right before I blacked out, I believe there was a prototype DTS on my desk. It had the white DTS card inside. Okay, I see. Actually, the DTS I sent you is the only production model. Your DTS is the only one that can read both white and red cards. Ashley, if my current memory is false, I want to get my real memory back and face you as your father. But if it's real... Ashley, please put your DTS on Trace. It'll activate the first protocol and play back my current memory. You'll be able to see it too. When it's done, activate the second protocol, and we'll see what the true memory is. Can't believe this little machine can do all that. Well, it can when it's combined with the master computer. I want to know the truth. Please verify it. Okay? Please verify my memory, Ashley. Alright. You want some candy? I need some candy. I love candy! Alright. Let's see what this is all about. Machine is slick and curvy. Guess I can't activate it from over here. Where do I... In some ways, I don't really want to know the truth. I'm scared of what it could be. What are you going to do? What if your father's memory was replaced? Or worse, what if his memory is the truth? You don't even know what his memory is, what memory he's thinking about. I'm sure the way he's describing it, it's not a good thing. Ashley, what are you going to do? Do you want to know the truth? Do you want to learn your family story? I want to know the truth. I do want to know the truth. That's the spirit. But I don't know what to do. I don't know who to trust. Ashley, do you think your father murdered your mother? No. Why would he? My father would never do that. I think you're right. Ashley? Given all the information I've been told, it really seems like there was no reason for him to ever do that. Let's recover his memory. Alright. Okay, what's this all about? Let's go in. That door is strangely shaped. No, didn't mean to do that. Can I go in? What's going on? I'm sorry, Ashley. For what? Maybe this is all too much for you to handle right now. It's okay if you can't do it. No. Let me activate the protocol to verify your memory. Thank you. You're welcome. There's a control panel on the other side of Trace. It looks pretty straightforward. This indentation in the center is about the size of an open DTS. Looks like it. I'll just put my DTS here. Okay, done. Now all I need to do is insert a DTS card. Well, it's a good thing that I have 2 of DTS cards. I used the white one. I'm gonna replay Dad's current memory now. Uh-huh. Starting memory replay of Richard Robbins on 7/15/94. Please wait. First protocol activated. Sayoko. No. Please don't. Trace is mine. You shouldn't have interfered. Dad? Dad shot Mom. Remember, you don't know this yet. Not until you play the red card. Remember, Ashley, that's just his current memory. You're gonna verify if this is true or not, right? Yes, it just looks so real. Well, that's why. You just find out what the truth is. I'll use the red card. I'm gonna recover Dad's true memory now. Covering erased memory of Richard Robbins on 7/15/94. So it's definitely saying erased, as in it was altered. Okay. Please wait. Second protocol activated. No. Sayoko, no. He was here. Trace. Ashley. Where are you, Ashley? Daddy. So he didn't. When Dad came home, Mom was still alive. Blood everywhere. She took her last breath in his arms. Ashley, why would someone do this? It's for the power. This is a powerful tool and powerful machine, so the power. So now we know the truth. That machine is amazing. I feel as if a heavy weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Yes, me too. When I imagined our reunion, I never pictured all this. You've grown so big, Ashley. I'm glad I'm not alone anymore. Ashley, you look just like your mother. I've waited so long for this. Me too. I mean, so much except for the white hair, which is abnormal. I mean, not impossible, just abnormal. Well, how sweet. My heart is so swollen with joy. It feels sore. I'm so happy for you, Ashley. Richard? Do you hear me? What was that? It's Bill. But where's it coming from? That speaker above the door. Richard, I'm waiting for you in the cave. Let's talk. Don't go, Dad. Let's just get out of here. No. Now that I know the truth, I have to finish this. Wait here. Is he gonna pull out a gun? No, I'm going with you. I'll be the one to pull out the gun. Now that I found you, I don't want to lose you. Is this what the lighter's for? Are we gonna set him on fire? Oh, Ashley, it won't be like that. But it could. Now, I must repeat the important things to remember them. I don't want to forget them. I went into the back of the mansion looking for my father, but I didn't find him in the hallway, so I walked into Lawrence's room, and inside that room I found Lawrence's diary and his will. I also found a portrait of 3 men. Yes, after we saw the portrait of the 3 men, Dean remembered his father and Henry. Oh yeah, the portrait without the hand. The guy without the hand, and I was like, oh, cool. Didn't notice that. We solved the mystery of the zoetrope and it pressed the switch hidden in the painting of the tree. The painting led to a safe room. The person on the floor of the safe room was... well, it was the safe room, then it'd be Richard. Yes, it was Richard, my father, but I couldn't understand what he said to me. I didn't believe he was my father. When I met my father in the safe room, there was a flurry of confusion. Dad was dismayed that I thought Bill was my father, and I was horrified to learn he was at the scene of my mother's death. In the confusion, Dad left, leaving me to find Henry's final letter on the typewriter. The addressee was... Franny. He was talking to his daughter. Yes, the letter was addressed to Franny. The letter revealed something shocking about Dee's family. Afterwards, Dee remembered that his full name is Daniel. Dee and I went to the research lab looking for my father. In the lab, I found the GTS cards that store the activation codes for Trace. I used my DTS, the GTS cards, and Trace to recover Dad's memory. After activating Trace, we discovered that his memory was false and had been implanted in him. Shortly after, we heard a voice coming from the speaker. The voice belonged to... Bill. Yes, the voice we heard from the speaker was Bill's. He said he wanted to talk to Dad in the cave. What's going to happen now? Why did Bill attack Jessica? And will I finally learn the truth about my mother's death? Yes. Now I won't forget. Hey, I got a crew! Hey, wait a minute. What's the matter? I left my DTS back there. I just leave it there, don't worry about it. But anyone could just pick it up and activate Trace. Now your GTS has been programmed for your use only. Alright, Jessica said something about that on the boat. Hey, Dad. Was that Bill guy a friend of yours? Yes, he was. Bill, your mother, and I all worked at the same research lab. Classified nature of our work built an intense trust between us. We were so close that we could talk about anything, but reflecting on it now, maybe I was the only one who felt that way. Hey, the crew's roll. Ooh, I really like this angle. It's nice. The crew's rolling out. 3 of us. Gonna fucking jump Bill. Oh, Dad, I'm worried about Jessica. How was she when you left her? She said she still felt dizzy. Probably drugged up out of her mind, but I hope she's alright. I don't know. I don't want Jessica to see Bill. I'll get her once I talk to him. Why? How does Bill know Jessica? Those two, they have a history. What kind of history? Well, let's just say they were friends. Very close friends. I think I know what you mean. Ashley? Man, it'd be awkward to, why am I able to investigate this from up here? It'd be awkward if I just started talking to Dee in front of another person. Do you believe in ghosts? Well, I believe that some part of humans live on after they die. Whether it's a legacy or a spirit, I don't know. Why do you ask? I, kind of met one. That's amazing. Tell me more. Oh, he loved it. Alright, let's investigate this door. What's this? There's a huge wooden box. Yeah, I can see that. Door. Door is discolored and rusty. Okay, let's move on. Alright, so we're talking about shmup developers now? What's going on here? Does this match never end? I can't believe there's a cave here. The Edwards had a mining company. They mined everywhere. This cave is one of their old mines. There used to be a path from the courtyard to this cave. Path between the courtyard and cave. Hey, Dad, you know where the lab is now? Did it used to be the courtyard? Yes. Ashley? What's the matter? I remember something. I've been here before. In this cave? Yes, I ran away through the courtyard in the mansion. Okay, now Richard must be really confused, like, the fuck? Who's she talking to? I found myself in this cave. You ran away. How come? Because someone was chasing me. Yes, I remember now. Daniel, don't run. When someone says don't run, that's when you run harder. Oh, it was Uncle Henry. I just kept running and running from Uncle Henry, and then I found myself in this cave. But why were you running? I saw my father in the Silver Bird room covered in blood. I wanted to tell Franny what had happened to my father. I went to her room, but when I got there, Uncle Henry was already there. As soon as I saw his face, I was overcome with fear. Rightfully so. I got so scared I just started to run. Dee, that's terrible. You know his name. You could just say, Daniel, that's terrible. I was running so fast my feet were moving faster than my heartbeat. I didn't know what had happened to my father. I ran so hard that it was hard to breathe. But if I stopped running, the tears kept pouring out and I couldn't see in front of me. I finally made it to this cave when my knees gave out, so I sat, and I thought about my father, then screamed for a long time. Dee. Ashley? Yeah. What's wrong? Were you just talking to yourself? No, I mean, yes. I had this habit where I just start talking to myself, talking about, just events that happened in the past that I couldn't possibly have known unless I was talking to a ghost. Ashley? That's my fault, isn't it? Because I left you alone. Alright, crew, roll out. Bill, we're coming for you! You know, Ashley, I was thinking, yeah, about what? Your voice. What about it? It sounds a lot like your mother's. Really, I can't remember what she sounded like. But it makes me happy to think I still carry around part of her. Yes, I feel like there's so much I want to ask you. When I was a little kid, what was I like? Well, to be honest, you were a crybaby. Crybaby? I don't believe that. You followed your mom wherever she went, like a little shadow. As soon as you lost sight of her, you would start crying. I was a baby and I cried. That doesn't mean I was a crybaby. Oh yeah. What is it? I just remembered something hilarious that happened. Well, don't just stand there laughing. Tell me what happened. If I recall correctly, you were about 2 years old. Your mother was out and you and I were alone at home. As soon as she left, you turned into the world's saddest baby. Tried everything, but you wouldn't stop crying. I discovered that if I tossed you in the air, you would stop. You looked me right in the eye and laughed and laughed. I didn't want you to start crying, so I just kept tossing you up. By the time your mom came home, I was the one at near tears. My arms felt like they were about to fall off from all the tossing, and I was wearing the lunch you lost to my shirt. Serves you right for calling me a crybaby. I just have to laugh every time I think of that day. You were the cutest baby in the world. What about my past, Ashley? Huh? Yeah, couldn't we... Could a ghost fit in the trace machine? What would happen there? A shoe! Oh, what's this shoe doing here? Looks like Dee's shoe. Dee? Who's that? A friend of mine. What do you mean? A friend? Yeah, so I have this ghost that's following us. I found Dee's other shoe. Quick, Dee, put these on. You'll be a floating pair of shoes. Ashley? Dee. We'll tour the magician's circuit. We'll make millions. I remember now. After I sat down, I took my shoes off because my feet hurt, holding the shoes that my father had bought for me. I walked toward the back of the cave. It was dark and lonely back there, but I had this weird feeling that my father might be there. The cave smells exactly as it did then, dank and cold. Why was there shoe here? Because Uncle Henry came here. Then what happened? When I saw him, I was so scared that I dropped my shoe, and I started running again. I thought I had to run or I'd get shot. But why? I thought he'd shoot me. Like he shot my father. It's good reasoning. Oh, D. This is what I witnessed beforehand. I heard my father and uncle talking in the Silver Bird room. Come on, Henry, give it a rest. It belonged to grandfather's rightfully mine now. I already told you, Thomas, he had no assets left. Don't lie to me, you just want to keep it all for yourself. If you won't help me change his will, I'll have no choice. And the story will be that you were so distraught over his death that you killed yourself with his gun. Tragic story, don't you think? You could never shoot me. You don't have it in you. You lost your arm because you weren't able to shoot in the war. Thomas, what are you doing? Oh, damn, he actually shot him. Henry, wait! Yes. Uncle said this to my father. Do you want the money so badly that you would do this? I don't know you anymore. You're a different person. Then he took the gun from my father's hand. He took it from him. And what he did to my father. D. Ashley? Are you okay? Are you okay? Buster, So I got a new shoe. Do they fit me? Wait a sec, Dad. What is it? What do you know about the Edward family? I mean, before Bill's time. A lot of what I know is just from looking at what they left behind. Go on. It's hard to sum that family up succinctly, but from what they left behind, I'm most struck by Henry, who painted the portraits. Why? Actually, I'd seen his work even before I came to this island. Where? A small gallery in Manhattan. One painting really stood out. What was it like? It was a beautiful watercolor of a young girl and boy. I fell in love with that painting. I didn't have any money to buy it, so I used to walk by the gallery every day and just look at it. The gallery's owner told me this artist's story. Tell me. The artist lost his right arm in the Second World War. That was his dominant arm, so he gave up painting for a while. But because of his gift and his family's encouragement, he was able to take the talent he had in his right hand and move it to his left. Amazingly, he painted with the same artistry. This piece was one he created after his comeback, but just as he was putting his life back together, and right after creating a few new pieces, he suddenly committed suicide. That's the story I heard. Oh. So when I came here and learned that Henry was that same artist, I was so surprised. But even after reading that he wrote what he wrote before his death, I still don't know what happened to Thomas and Daniel. I guess that will always remain a mystery. No, it can't. Well, guess you're shit out of luck, Daniel. We don't know what happened to you. Oh, hey. Bill's deep inside the cave. Hello, Bill. You finally made it, Richard. Why would you do such a thing? I was doing a test run on Trace. It was a success. Congratulations, Richard. You. Yo, what up? You're holding something behind your back. I don't trust that. Why'd you pretend to be my father? You're a sick, sick person. Calm down, Ashley. I gotta witness a girl's reunion with her father after an 11-year separation. At first I was acting, but after looking into your earnest eyes, I could feel my heart warm. Bill, you have your mother's eyes. When I saw those eyes, I wanted to be your father, even if just for a short while. This is really messed up. You're a horrible person, Bill. Misguided, perhaps. Maybe lonely, but surely not horrible. Yes, you are. You lied to me. You did horrible things to the people closest to you. Closest to me? You heard me. Dad and Jessica are your friends. How could you treat your friends that way? You're wrong, Ashley. What do you mean I'm wrong? Richard and Jessica are no longer my friends. They were. Ashley, adult relationships are very complicated. Sometimes the closer you are to someone, the more it hurts. When things go wrong, so... Is that why you hurt Jessica and rewrote Dad's memory? Bill?